a while ago, I did a video where I used vinegar to clean off corrosion off of my Game Boy parts. And typically in the past, especially when I lived at home, or pretty much only when I lived at home, I used CLR because that's what we had and it worked great. I didn't have any when I moved out, so I started using vinegar. And after I made the video on vinegar, I thought, why not put them head to head? I think I even posed the question in the video because I got some people who asked me to do a head to head. So we're going to do that today. Unfortunately, I only have these two big bins because I typically use this thing right here for cleaning off parts with either CLR or vinegar, but I only have one of them. So instead of doing them one at a time, I'm just using these two failed 3D prints. They're not failed to the point where it's going to leak. I actually use these for alcohol baths every now and then, but it just failed along the sides. A lot of weird issues. But, anyways, I'm going to put CLR in one of these and vinegar in the other, but I'm going to take these out for a second. These are negative battery tabs on Game Boy Advances. They are about equal in corrosion levels, so I thought this would be a good test to compare them head to head. My thoughts before we go into this, I think the CLR is going to take care of it in about 5 minutes. The vinegar, not so much. This is regular old distilled white vinegar from Safeway. It doesn't expire for a little over a year. So this is not going to be a like cleaning grade vinegar because I know that there's like, I don't know, more saturated vinegars out there, better vinegars for cleaning off stuff like this. I don't have that. Maybe I should be using that for a head to head. Maybe I'll do another video, but I just want to see. I honestly don't even know how much a bottle of CLR costs, but I don't know. I guess at the end of this, we'll see if it's worth going for something like this to clean parts with a dedicated cleaner, or just grab the thing that's already in your kitchen, probably. All right, let's do this. I'm not going to have them in initially. I want to pour it first. So vinegar, we hear, I mean, it's going to be fairly obvious because this one's clear and this one is green. This is for calcium line and rust. This is for food. I guess this is also like clear green. You'd think the vinegar would be the stronger smelling one, but it's not. All right, I'm going to drop them in at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that stuck to my finger. That's not fair. But either way, you can immediately see, we'll zoom in here. You can immediately see the bubbles coming off of here versus nothing's really going on here. I mean, you can see a little bit of bubbling from the vinegar. I guess I should flip this one around to have the springs be the thing poking out just like this one. But yeah, you can tell already a lot of the corrosion is gone on the CLR side of things. So yeah, I like immediately we're not even done with the test, and I'm like, yeah, this is working better. At least because it's working faster, you know. I know eventually this will clean off the corrosion. I mean, like that's what the last video was all about. It worked. It's just this is gonna work faster. I don't know. I kind of just went in more with the idea of the experiment more than having a conclusion in mind. I didn't really have like a hypothesis or something that I wanted to figure out. I was just like, let's do it, see which one's better. What does better mean? I don't know. It's like you move this around and it's like, okay, there's still quite a bit of corrosion on the back, and the corrosion is mostly gone on the back of this one. But I am going to put these off to the side because I'm actually going to record another video. And then after that video, I'll come back and check in with these. Sound good? Great. Just got to carefully move these to the windowsill without spilling anything. No spills. But here we are. We still have the vinegar on the right and the CLR on the left. I can tell because this is slightly green and that's crystal clear. But both of them actually look like they are done with the corrosion. So let's get out a paper towel and clean these off. Yeah, crazy enough, the vinegar smell is being overpowered by the CLR, which I wouldn't be shocked if there was some vinegar in CLR. I honestly don't know because it kind of has that vinegar-y smell, but it's not full vinegar. There's definitely something else stinking up the joint. I am actually going to go dump these real quick because the smell is actually bothering me. probably not good for me to inhale this for an hour. And I guess we can zoom in here. We still have Vinegar CLR. And one thing that sticks out one thing that sticks out clearly to me is the CLR one looks a little bit more dingy than this one. Now, it could be down to corrosion. Like the corrosion could have just been on this one longer and maybe took away some of that metal. But one thing that happens with both of these is if you leave them in too long, the coating, whatever metal plating it is, I think it's nickel plating that's on these pieces, will go away. It will be eaten up by both the vinegar and the CLR. Now, this is probably one of those things where I should probably do this experiment a little bit more controlled and like set limits, maybe check on it a little bit more than I did because I did record for 40 minutes between now and the last clip. But this could have been eating away at the nickel plating because all the corrosion was gone before it was gone on here. And I can even see right here, that little green dot, there's still a little bit of corrosion on this guy, just that little bit. And it's just like a little dimple. You can see on this side, there's no corrosion there. So I could probably scrape that out pretty easily and oh, it's all gone. But it also could have been prevented because it couldn't escape from there. If I like flipped it around, it probably would have gone off too. Because that's another thing I do is I'll move them around when whether I'm using CLR or vinegar, I'll move these things around as they're bubbling up. But I do think that the vinegar did a better job of keeping it in its like original state. Like obviously they're both dingy and they both look very worn, but this looks a bit less dingy than the CLR does. But at the end of the day, if I soldered these back into their consoles, they would work well. I have cleaned many headphone jacks, just like this one here. This one needs to be cleaned, but I have done it where I've left them in way too long and all of the metal looks red. You can see some bits of red on this one especially because that's what it looks like when it sits in vinegar for too long and it removes the nickel plating. And even though it doesn't have that nickel plating, I still have had no issues with connection. So I feel like the nickel plating may be more for looks than anything. I don't know. But I think my conclusion is they both work really well. If you're in a time crunch, maybe CLR is the better way to go because it'll work faster. But after 40 minutes, they're both in pretty much the exact same state, other than this little dot of corrosion here that would have been removed if I moved it around a little bit halfway through. They're both completely free of corrosion. So I don't think you need to run out and buy CLR. If you have it and you just want it to be cleaned faster, yeah, CLR will probably take care of all the corrosion in like 5 minutes. This will probably take all the corrosion away in like 30 minutes. But if you just want to use the vinegar you probably already have in your kitchen, vinegar is going to do the job just fine. Let's see. If I pull out my Safeway app, I'm going to compare the price of CLR versus vinegar. You can get CLR for $7.99 or 29 cents per ounce. The 28-ounce bottle, which is, I believe, the same as the one I've got, just a little bit newer looking because it's kind of an old bottle, versus the bottle of distilled white vinegar I think this is a 16-ounce bottle for $2.50. Looks like it's on sale because of the yellow, but I mean, even still, I mean, yeah, it's 10 cents off. Ooh, but you could get a gallon of distilled white vinegar for 4 cents per ounce. Even if you just got a 32-ounce bottle, it's still cheaper. By the ounce, it's cheaper than CLR. And honestly, I don't even know what else I would use CLR for. I'm going to use vinegar for a lot more things. So it's like, it makes more sense to me to go with vinegar. I thought that CLR was going to like do way better just based off of my previous experience. But really, I think it just comes down to how fast you want it to be clean. Because, I mean, even though I haven't cleaned these since taking them out, when I'm done using CLR or vinegar, I end up just washing them with soap and water using some like dish soap like Dawn. And then that's it. I mean, most of the time, I'm honestly just going to end up using a brand new aftermarket replacement for these because it's going to look cleaner and it's just easier and faster. They're not that expensive. I buy them in bulk. If you are the type of person who doesn't want to spend money, if you have an old Game Boy from your past that you accidentally left batteries in and you need to remove the corrosion and you don't want to buy all new parts, or if you want to buy a broken like special edition Game Boy, limited edition Game Boy, and you're like, oh, but it's corroded. Well, I'm going to save a buck and I'm going to buy the broken one versus a pristine one, and I'm going to fix it myself. It's going to be a fun little project. It'll be a cool little hobby to start. Vinegar is going to do just fine. You don't need to go out and get anything special like CLR. I don't know. Maybe you have another use for CLR. Maybe you have CLR and for some reason you don't have vinegar. I don't know. It's going to work too. I don't think there's really a difference. So I think all of this monologue is just me saying it doesn't really make a difference. I'm also realizing right now that I don't have my second light on. And now I'm 2 videos into my recording day where I'm going to have a bunch of shadows on my face. That's awesome. Thankfully, it's a very sunny day. So sunny that my window is white. That is an open window. No, it's not open, but the shade is not down. But maybe I should do more in-depth testing. If this video blows up for some reason, I will get multiple different strengths of vinegar and get a bunch of corroded parts and test it more thoroughly, do different time tests. I'll do the whole 9, but I have a feeling that this is going to be like a couple hundred view video at best. And this was more for me and the 3 people who requested this video. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to give the CLR bottle back to my parents because that's where I got it from, and to continue to use vinegar when I do clean parts. Because, okay, I should say, yes, I do use replacement parts for these, but like I said, the headphone jacks, it's incredibly important because there is no aftermarket headphone jack that works. These are like special Nintendo headphone jacks. Thankfully, they're the same style headphone jack across like every Game Boy except for the DMG, I think. The Game Boy Pocket, GBC, and GBA all use this headphone jack. So if you have a corroded one, you got to remove the corrosion. So that's primarily what I'm doing this for. I didn't have many headphone jacks to like remove and clean up because I just did a batch of them not too long ago. So I just grabbed these 2. That's why I did it this way. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Sorry it wasn't more scientific. Now I'm kind of getting that feeling like, man, I should have really done this more scientifically. But at the end of the day, I think they're really not that different, and it's really not anything to stress over. Yeah, just use vinegar, more CLR. Use whatever you have, and don't inhale too much of it. Bye.